The Princess Royal has departed from Papua New Guinea after a whirlwind tour of the Southern Hemisphere country. To mark the Queen's historic 70 years on throne, and was asked to represent her mother by visiting Australia and Papua New Guinea. She arrived in Sydney at 5 a.m. on Saturday morning, and by 9:30 am she was at her first engagement of the day, an audience with the Governor of New South Wales, Margaret Beazley. During her time in Australia, Anne packed in lots of engagements, including a day at the Royal Easter Show, visiting representatives of the New South Wales Rural Fire Service, and a garden party with representatives from many of the charities she is a patron of. Australian fans took to social media to express their gratitude for the Princess Royal's visit. Anne also received praise for her work ethic, with one fan saying they certainly like her more than Prince Charles. Another fan declared, "The Princess Royal is fantastic and becoming so much like her mum." The princess was also described as an absolute legend. While some believe that the royals' efforts are not recognized enough, one royal expert told Express.co.uk that Anne prefers to fly under the radar. When asked about the Princess Royal's low-key royal career, PR expert and royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliam said, "Anne prefers it that way. She does her work and she doesn't want all of the publicity that very often goes with it." Her particular role with Save the Children got her tremendous public respect. She does huge numbers of royal engagements. She and Prince Charles do the most, and that's the way she likes it. He added, "She prefers to handle it in a practical and relatively low-key way. It's the way she prefers it, and it's also the way, there's absolutely no question about it, that the tour is going. As far as I know, we haven't seen that many photos. But no doubt, she handled it superbly." After a fleeting visit to Sydney, Anne travelled to Papua New Guinea, an island country that lies in the southwestern Pacific, a 4-hour flight away. The princess met the nation's Prime Minister, James Mrape, and attended a reception with local business leaders and politicians. Anne also had dinner with the Prime Minister and representatives from across the country's government. On Tuesday, she had 8 official engagements, including a visit to an all-girls boarding school and the country's first cardiac diagnostic center. She also had meetings with village elders in Hanuabada, before undertaking a tour of the Bomana War Cemetery to lay a wreath on behalf of the Queen for soldiers who fell in World War II. Following a visit to the country's only theme park-style attraction, Adventure Park, Anne planted a tree as part of the Queen's garden canopy. Her final engagement was another dinner with the country's Prime Minister and charity representatives. Anne returned to Sydney from Papua New Guinea earlier today, and she is expected to land in the UK later. Much like other senior members of the royal family, Anne has taken on more responsibilities since the departure of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, the stepping back of Prince Andrew, the death of Prince Philip, and the recent ill health of the Queen. Mr. Fitzwilliam suspects that Anne will become part of the inner core within the royal family. He said that she is absolutely pivotal to the monarchy being able to fulfill its functions linked to charity, the Commonwealth, and so many aspects of our league.